So he then marched on with his army right up to the banks of Indus and defeated Hindu king Porus. So Indus, we are talking about the Indus River, today's Indus River, the one in this Pakistani region today. So they actually came until here. And remember, I told you about these people who are living in the northern side of Pakistan, the in the Hazarewal region, not Hazarewal, the Hunza region. So some of them, some of the peoples over there, they still claim that our ancestors were the Greek civilized, the Greeks, the Alexander, and actually they crossed from all these roads, from all these routes. And I did watch a couple of YouTube videos of these different vloggers and travelers, foreigners who were traveling the Pakistan's northern areas, and they were actually meeting with these people, and they were claiming that their ancestors were the Greeks. So uh, he marched with the army, and then he, killed this Hindu king Porus. He wished to go further, but his soldiers refused. As they were tired and sick of fighting, Alexander turned back, but he left behind Greek governors for the conquered land. So what happened that he wanted to continue, but the problem was that his soldiers were tired. They were sick of this fighting and everything. So their soldiers said that, you know what, you want to go fight, just go alone. But we cannot, let's say, be part of this more bloodshed and killing people. And we're just tired. Just stop over here, because yeah, he was conquering so fast, so quickly the entire Asian continent and the European as well. Well, they already had the Europe under their regime. So further then what actually happened, that now whatever the areas that they conquered, or in this particular region, the Indian subcontinent, so now there should be someone to actually look after these areas. So in that essence, he asked his governors to actually take care of these areas and look after the people over there. And then the movement of the Greek armies and officials led to the spread of Greek influence around the conquered countries. We know about the Greeks through the Kandahara culture and the northwest of the subcontinent. So they're actually discussing that the Greek civilization, they had started to spread very slowly and gradually with the culture. And then in the brief span of 10 years, Alexander had created a large empire comprising Egypt, Persia, Mesopotamia, present-day Turkey, Israel, Indus Basin, and the subcontinent. So in just the span of 10 years, 10 years is literally nothing, like 10 decades. Oh, sorry, in 1 decade, okay? So he was able to actually, conquer all these, lands, all these countries. I mean, like, it's not a joke to do in today's world, but now by reading this, you can just visualize and imagine that how rebellious or how, let's say, visionary kind of fighter Alexander was. Well, this is a kind of portrait. The mosaic shows the Alexander on the Bus in the battle against the Persians. Okay, so now continuing, he knew he had to rule well to keep his empire together. He left behind his generals as governors in the conquered regions. He admired the Persian culture and adopted some of it. So over here it's saying that he left his people, his governors, the heads of the armies, and then he admired the Persian culture and adopted some of it. He encouraged his soldiers to marry the women of the kingdom and defeated the kingdom he had defeated. The conquered people were allowed to keep their own laws, customs, and religion. After his death at the young age of 33, very young age, the empire broke up into three parts and ruled by each of his generals. So the empire broke up. Of course, you see, when there is not, when the leader dies, when the leader is not there, so bad things do happen. Okay, and yeah, one of the really amazing facts I would like to tell you. So over here, if you can see this black and this yellow strip at the side of the page, it says that it is said that there are over 20 cities named after the Alexander in his lifetime. Of these, only Alexandria in Egypt survive today. So in Egypt today, there is a city called Alexandria, which is still named after, which is still survived with the name after Alexander as well. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying here and listening to me, listening to this wonderful lecture. I hope you liked it. And yes, again, the same thing. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe the channel if you want me to keep on uploading these informative videos. You see, in these videos, I'm able to speak more openly with you all. We have more time over here. In the classrooms. I know we have very limited time and we have to cover so much. So I hope these are really helping you out. So yeah, give us a thumbs up and subscribe the channel and drop down a comment if you were here, and see you with the next chapter. Thank you so much everyone. Assalamu alaikum.